Hello, I'm back. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I last made a video, but we lost a much loved member of the family and it's taken us some time to get used to it. So I'm sorry that I haven't produced any videos, but I'll just have to get my head around it. But I'm back now. I had a parcel arrive, and it's from Warlord Games, and it is, let me get it undone, it is my Northern Scottish Royalist Army, and I'll put those bits over there for now. It comes as a complete army, well, supposed to be a complete army, but there are still a few bits that I need to go with it. You get 2 boxes of Highland Clansmen, a box of Scots Lancers, and 2 boxes of Montrose Irish. I'll do those. When I get the box out of the way, that is. And you get James Graham with it, which is the Marquis of Montrose, and you get a Scots frame gun with it. So we'll have a look. I've been meaning to do a run through of these. Now, I'm assuming that somebody probably already has done an unboxing of this stuff, but I haven't seen one. And quite honestly, I'll do my own unboxing because I want to see what they're like. Now, I know most of the English Civil War range from Warlord Games are basically the same frames, the same sprues, with just metal pieces added, like the Scots Covenanters. Get off. I hate this plastic stuff, gets all over your fingers and you won't get off. And they come with the Scots bonnets in metal. Right, this is the Montrose Irish. Nice piece of artwork on the front. 24 metal 28mm Irish Brigade Infantry. Now, when you look at this box, this is what I like about these boxes, is they give you so many of the different colours that you can employ when you're painting. And that's a good reference material. On the back, we've got a layout of the brigade. Now, the Irish, when they went over to Scotland, they only had 3 brigades. So there's 2 in this box, you only need 1 more brigade, and you've got the lot of the Irish. Tells you a little bit about them there, and the contents. But I like what's inside. So let's have a look. Okay, empty box. I don't throw those away, I cut them up, like I've done with my Perry's English. I keep all these because they're so useful. So that one will get cut up as well. Now then, what have we got here? Let's get rid of the cardboard. We don't want the cardboard. Bases, the regular Warlord bases. I know some people don't use these, they use other bases. Personally, I don't care, I'll use whatever I've got my hands on. I'll use the square ones with a couple of singles. I'm not too keen on using these ones. Those ones are alright, but this long one here, I don't use those. But these square ones, that's what I put all my troops on. So that's useful, that'll go over there. Next, we have the run through. Some history. I love these things all about the history. Inside, we get more of the history, question of the equipment used, some photographs of the figures painted. Over here, some history about Montrose himself. For those who do wargaming, you get your chart down here that you can follow. On the back, you get some flags, which if you want to cut them out, that's up to you. I personally don't, because of all of this. I like to read this information. It's useful, and I don't use warlord flags anyway. I don't like them. They're too shiny. It's printed on gloss paper, and quite honestly, I don't like glossy flags. So, sorry, away with that. Now then, let's have a look. All these are metal, by the way. Ooh, always keep that. Very useful, that sponge. I've got, I must have about 200 of these. Right then, let's take the metal out of there. These are useful as well. I keep those for mixing containers, paint mixing containers. Right, get the other ones out. You get metal pikes with these. Oh, 2 lots of, not even more here. Get all the figures out. Okay, thank you to Becky who packed them. Bless you. Nice metal pikes. Have those off. Get off. They will go with the rest of my metal pikes, which I am now converting all of my English Civil War from plastic to metal pikes. Now, that's going to be a long process, but I'm doing it because I'm fed up of catching them and breaking them. So let's have a look. I'm going to bring in my magnifying glass. I'll have to put it on in a minute so I can check the detail. Got some worms on this. But apart from that, it's not a bad sculpt. The detail isn't brilliant, but it's enough to see where you're going. There are a couple of mould lines, but they're not too bad. That's a pikeman, by the way. Get it in. Yeah, that's a pikeman. That's not too bad. Obviously, I've seen better. I've seen worse. A lot worse. Okay, so you've got a couple of pikemen. This one will need his hand drilling it. Again, there's some worms. But apart from that, these are very good moulds. Here, there's another pikeman. He's carrying his pike. There's a lot of rubbish on this one. It's going to need some cleaning up. But apart from that, another nice figure. So that's 3 pikemen. Have we got another pikeman? I'm sure there was. Yes, there's another one. That's the 4th pikeman. See, there's a lot of this sort of like wormy type stuff where they have to have the metal running through the mould, but you know, clean-up's not that bad. It's a lot worse than this. The face on this one isn't very clear. Not very clear at all. That's going to be a bit of a hit and miss to get a face on that one. I don't paint eyes, by the way. I'm afraid, sort of like when you've got a hand like that, eyes got a tendency to sort of go all over the face. Right, muskets. Put this musket up. Again, a bit of work to do. Some nice sculpts. Different ones. Oh, this one's throwing a rock. I've got a couple throwing a rock. Oh dear. I hate that. That's why I do all my standards with metal pikes. Yeah, I just cut one of those metal ones down and just drill it out and put it in, because that is a mess. And I do not like, put that over there, I do not like flagpoles like that. So that'll be coming off, and I'll be putting a metal flagpole in. Sergeant looks good. He's got a cloth over his eye, a patch. Yes, he's got a patch over his eye. He's probably poked himself in the eye with his whole bar. Not bad. Musician. What I expect to see. A piper. Quite a nice piper. And of course the officer. And the officer is nicely sculpted. Excellent. Second batch. Well, I'm assuming there's going to be a few of the same. Let's put the musketeers over there. This one's about to clobber somebody around the head. And his musket butt. I don't know what this one's carrying. Oh, right, he's got his musket. It's alright. It looks like a club, but it isn't. His musket's butt sitting on the floor, and he's pulling out something ready, either ready to load a shot or pulling a stone out of his bag. There's a couple of those. Another one advancing with his musket. Got two of those. There's one firing. Got two of those. Three of those. Four of those. Lovely. Another one advancing with his musket turned over, ready to clobber somebody. And a couple running. So there's a fair bit of variation there. Very nice. Very nice indeed. As I say, the sculpts are not too bad. A little bit of clean up. But we'll see how they paint up. They're not going to be that easy because of the tartan. Never painted tartan before, so that's going to be interesting. Right, next ones is the Highland Clansmen. And I'm assuming they're going to be virtually the same as the Irish. Never had these before either. You get 2 boxes of these. Now, with the Highlanders, I would have thought possibly about 3-4 boxes of these make a good warrior. I don't know whether you could even call them brigade. They're just a mob, aren't they? I don't know how they were actually formed up. I don't know much about the Montrose. how he formed his Highlanders up. I think they just come as a mob, stood in their own clans and battled it out. But the picture on the back, very nice. I do like this fella. Taunting the English. Very nice. All the Covenanters. It was these chaps that fought the Covenanters in Scotland. And I'll tell you something, they really messed them up as well. Right, more bases. Go up there. Who's this one? Simona. Thank you, Simona. Right. Yeah. Oh, this is a single sheet. Tells you all about the Highland clansmen. Highlanders in the other periods. Now, right, this is a good thought. These will work for the Jacobites as well. Maybe not the bowmen, but a lot of them. Flags again. Highlander tactics, and that's useful if you war game. It tells you all about the tactics of how they use them. And again, your wargaming chart at the bottom. Very useful. Again, I won't use those flags. I will purchase flags from Flags of War. I shall do a review on those soon. Look at all this foam. Now, you don't get so many in these. Oh, sorry, not the camera. You don't get so many in these packs, which is a shame. But saying that, the Irish are very similar, so you could, in theory, mix them up a bit. Pretty sure you could, especially the ones with the bonnets on. Don't know. Let's have a look. Right, so what have we got? Like a levy type Highlander with a really bent up musket. God dear, that musket looks as though it's come out of the Spanish Inquisition. There's an archer. Very nice. Very, very nice. These are very nice sculpts. There's one with an hand axe. I don't know whether hand axes were that common. Got a Taj and his dirk. He's pulled out. He's running. I suppose they have to use anything they could get their hands on. I'm assuming this is one of the officers. Very nice. There's another levy type one with a Taj and he's throwing a rock. Got his dirk out as well behind the shield. Oh, there's one that's the Lochaber axe. That thing could cleave a man from head to groin, no problem. Absolutely just cleave him in half. Vicious thing that was. I've got two of those by the looks of it. Well, I got a chap having a drink out of his wine bottle. Again, not much clean-up to be done on these. These are some nice sculpts. These, I think they're better than the Irish. Just a few worms and some of the runoff to clean up. These are nice. These are very nice. What is this guy doing? What has he got in? Oh, it's a club. He's running with a club. Big run up there. That's going to take some digging out. But muskets. That's nice. I like that one. That's a nice gold. Oh, sorry, you can't see it, can you? Getting in underneath the pikes. Very nice. Oh, now I'm assuming that that is possibly another officer or the laird. That's a nice one. So I think there's two officers there. His bow's bent to, I don't know what. It's the only problem with metal. At least you can bend it back into some sort of shape. Yes, nice. Hey up. We have one who's making a play for the Scottish cricket team. So he's going to have a bowl here. He's actually carrying the standard, by the way, which is on the back of the card. Yeah, he's carrying the standard. We got a Happy Piper here. I love some of these characters. Their faces are very good. Oh, and here he is, showing off to the enemy. They used to do that, by the way. Oh, I found the laird. No, this is the laird. Yes, there's some very nice Highlanders there. So I shall look forward to cleaning those up and getting them on the way. I'm going to put them in there. I'll just slide them back in that box. I'm looking forward to doing my Highland forces, simply because I can use these for the troops. Sorry about the noise. For the troops for the Jacobean that I shall be looking at. Now these, I've had these before, so I know what these are. I know what they're like. These are the Scots Lancers. Now when I do these, the Scots didn't have very good horse flesh during the Civil War, so they couldn't get great numbers of these. Vaz, thank you, Vaz. So again, you get your ordinary sprues of horses, 12 horses, and your riders, the troopers. That's the command base, which you've all seen I don't know how many times before, because it's the same base. Same with those, all the same, just repeat it. Get your bases, and you get your all about the lancers. And a couple of flags. Awesome, not flags. I forgot what they call them there. It's gone out of my head, don't worry about it. I'll call them flags for now. I know what they are, but they're not flags. Okay, so that's more interesting stuff. But what you get is the metal bits to complement and make your lancers. Now again, as you can see, the lances just are so soft. Again, what I'll do, drill them out, stick the metal pikes, cut to size, stick metal pikes down. You get 6 lancers, and then the rest are made up of pistols or swords, whichever. I think it's just pistols. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I've got a set of arms missing. That's not good. Warlord. Not put me a set of arms in. It's not good. Good job I've got some backups. I might just send them an email and tell them that. You've got your bonnets. All 12 bonnets. Then you have all these bits and pieces like spare pistols, water bottles, canteens, all sorts of bits and pieces. And you get, oh, hold on a minute. Just thought, no they haven't. Do beg your pardon. I'm not with it at the moment. I still haven't got my head together. No, you use the plastic arms. That's what you do. Sorry, Warlord. You get, these are for these ones. You get 3 troopers, which are the, if I can remember the name, Moss Riders, which were, how would you say, raiders. They're an interesting bunch of guys, so I put them aside and I'll collect all those up, and then I'll buy some horses and put them together. But when it comes to these chaps, you've got 12, and I split them. So I have 4 pikes, 4 lances, 2 officers, 1 being a standard, 1 being the officer. I don't worry about trumpeters and these. And I split the whole lot so that I've got six troopers in each regiment, because of the fact they didn't have too many horses. So instead of having a full 12, which is the normal size, I use 6 and then I split them. So in that sense, I would only need 1 more box of lancers, and I've got all the cavalry that the Royalist force would have used. Okay, let's just have a quick look at these, because time's clacking on that. Here we have, what was it? Scott's frame gun. Sebastian, thank you, Sebastian. That's the mule, pack mule, with a frame gun on his back. Nice figure. Officer in charge. Another nice figure. I like the poses. There's some lovely poses. There's the frame gun. Very, very small little thing. Just sort of for regimental. They'd roll these up in the regiment as they're going. The chaps that were like loading. Sorry, my fingers are in the way. And there's another chap ready to touch and let off the cannon. Well, God, I don't know what the sizes of these things were. Were they 3-pounders? And a couple of wheels, 6-pounders, something like that. They weren't very big. So that's a nice little set. I like that. You could have your frame gun with its 2 men. You'd have to put 3 men on the officer. done. You're disappointing. Get off. Disappointing. Ready. Fire. The chap coming there loading. Yeah, thought as much. And stick him on an extra base. He's tied to a post. You can make two little dioramas out of that. Nice, like that. Keep you busy. I shall get about, let's see, at least another 6 of those. At least, because the Scots had a lot of cannon. A lot of cannon. Look at all this lot. Look at all this already. Right, and this is Montrose. Nice horse. I like the way his head's sort of turning to one side. That's quite a nice horse. Some clean up to do on it. That's not a bad hold. No, he's not going to stand up. And that's the Marquis of Montrose. That is a nice sculpt. Very nice. I do like that. That's he's holding an eyeglass, telescope, whatever you want to call them, so that you can watch the Covenanters. Yes, excellent. I shall enjoy putting all these together and painting them. Something slightly different, but there's something extra. What's this? Put this together. I don't even know how you pronounce that now. Now what is this? This isn't Civil War. That's a First World War British soldier. I'm assuming. I know nothing about the First and Second World Wars. Not really my period. That's a German. I know that. Not bad little sculpt. What the heck that's supposed to be? Meant to be a fire or? Can you see? Where's my fingers gone? Well, what that is? Not a clue. Is that supposed to be in his hands? Yeah. Doesn't look right. I've no idea. Oh, right, I see. The Germans holding a match. The British infantryman is lighting his cigarette. I think that looks like a Christmas pudding to me. I wonder if that's what it's meant to represent, was the ceasefire for those few hours. Oh, well, but that's nice. That is nice. I might just paint that up as a special little diorama. Thank you, Lord. Appreciate little things like that. It's a nice little touch. Put that back in there, keep it safe. So that's the basic run through of Montrose's army box. As I say, you get 1 box of Lancers, 2 boxes of Irish, 2 boxes of Scottish, Montrose figure, frame gun. Plus you get the extras in the Lancer box of the Moss Riders. So you can save all them up and then put them on their own horses that you buy, and you have an entire regiment of Moss Riders. I think I've got about 6 or 9 of these now, so I'm almost coming up to 2 if you want half regiments. As I say, I split my horse, Scott's horse. Thank you very much for watching. I've got another review to do, and I'll get back to you on this one when I've cleaned them up, well, when I've done the English Napoleonics first, and I'll get back to you on that one. So have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed. God bless. Bye.